Insight. The ancient uses clearly right. Separate dark from light. Up in my alien lights. Even when the angles ain't right. Radiant insight. So came from the light. His body remains. Hope you understand. I was here. Very so sad. You guys want to go over the waters and the so-called God inside. Monolithic, ableistic, teachers intention. Genesis and domestic visions. This ain't religion. No spook in the sky. I manifest me. I ain't God, no lie. Period. I move at my own speed. God knows. Just we crack the code. 3.0. It's just another master number. And I done passed the numbers. You gotta understand who's God, man. Vibrate at the highest level. I was gonna go straight in and build, but shit, I ain't been live in a long time. I don't get to go live like that shit. When I get to go live, I might as well enjoy it. Well, first couple minutes until I start cracking atoms. I enjoy cracking atoms too, but this right here be like, out of all the things I do, out of all the things that I feel like coincide with, you know what I mean, my business or me as a person, legitimately, this is like the only thing that I just can't get timing right. I set this shit up for fucking 1 a.m. I just jumped on here. It's 4 something. And that's how life be having, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know, during that time of that 3:33, I be trying to hop on around that time. Usually the entities come through and bang, like, hey, we gotta crack atoms or something. So, you know, I get in my psyche, I get dealing with the super subconscious, you know what I mean? And I be gone. I don't be trying to, you know. But shit, peace. How y'all, what's going on? I ain't come for those. I ain't come to chill. I came to crack atoms. Shit. What I was gonna build on today was you know what I'm saying? Y'all know I'm a Magus, you know what I'm saying? I'm a magi. So I deal in the supreme science, I deal in, you know, high mathematics, quantum physics, you know what I'm saying? None of that spooky shit niggas be on when they be looking at the shit that's behind me, you know what I'm saying? That shit, that's that spooky shit when motherfuckers be, oh, the devil and the God. I don't get off into all that. I get off in the energies, I get off the frequencies, I get off the vibrations, I get off into the consciousness. You know what I'm saying? I get off to the 7 Hermetic principles. The first principle of the 7 Hermetic principles is mentalism. All is mind. Everything starts in the mind. Nothing exists unless you give it concentration or you give it attention. That's like subatomic particles. Subatomic particles aren't seen doing nothing unless they're paid attention to. Other than that, they lay dormant, like silent. They don't do shit, but they do, but they don't. Y'all have to get into that shit on your own, because then we gotta go into the science of atoms and all that. You know what I mean? I get into that shit on my page. I get into that shit. Yeah. But shit, since we on my YouTube video, I know I ain't did shit this year. It's my first YouTube video. You know what I mean? And I didn't come to play. I didn't come to play no games. I'm going hard every year. I mean, every time I jump on live, I'm gonna build. I'm not gonna be sitting here trying to, you know, deal with my psyche or figure some shit out, because I'm here to give these lessons and drop these jewels. You can pick them up, put them in your pocket, use them if you want to. You ain't got to. You know what I mean? I didn't ask you to be here. But I know that I've been through some shit. And I know that if I didn't have these lessons, if I wasn't elevating on a higher elevation of understanding, dealing with myself and myself only, nigga, I'll be caged up still. I'll be locked the fuck down. You know what I mean? And me sitting there, I'm like right now, I'm fighting the fucking case now. Like, that shit's sad as fuck. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like I should be in a predicament like this, especially when I got these lessons. You know what I mean? But, you know, born universal truth. Y'all know how the universe, born it. You know what I'm saying? Make you make 19, make you born your reality, see who you really are. The circumstances don't make the man, it shows the man to himself. But with that being said, let's jump right into it. So, creating tools. Now, I wanted to deal with the science of creating tools and creating mystic tools. Not only that, I also wanted to get into the build on some shit about some cash, about this motherfucking NFTs. I don't feel like it's enough. I don't feel like it's enough people, period, understanding what an NFT is and understanding how the world is changed. It's changed. It's not ever gonna be the same, good or bad. It don't even matter. You feel me? You gotta fucking grab this shit by the horns while shit popping, because motherfuckers is missing out on opportunities. Like, I'm 33. It's not much I can do in my life. I got a lot of fucking kids. I got Crohn's disease, and like I said, I'm fighting a fucking case, and I'm fighting a bad motherfucker. I mean, a bad motherfucker. So I don't really feel like I should be on here playing with somebody else's life or mine. You know what I mean? Because I know if I'm sitting here writing books, I'm sitting here writing music, and I'm dealing in such a supreme energy. I'm dealing in such a high and supreme energy that those around me vibrate at that high frequency. Those around me catch that vibe, and they, you know what I'm saying? They manipulate that energy in the way they want to. You feel me? So, with that being said, let me jump into it. The ideology behind making tools is a scientific process, like thermomechanics. Like studying organized science, which is a way of quantifying your spiritual energy. Now, what I mean when I say that is thermomechanics. Thermomechanics is basically on how machines work using the heat, how it sucks in the heat, pushes out the heat, the motion of the energy, the frequency. It uses peace, Martin. It has a lot to do with the numerical number phi. You know what I mean? When you're creating any spiritual tool, you're creating any weapon, or even in the time of, you know what I'm saying, the olden days when, you know what I'm saying, the ancients would make their weapons when they go off to hunt or when they go off to do rituals or things of that nature, they would always make sure it's built in the way of the letter phi or pi. Why? Because when you do it that way, you're dealing in the science of creation and destruction. I say that to say this. When I say you're dealing in the science of creation and destruction, chaos is the beginning of everything. Nothingness. Nothing. There's nothing. Then from chaos comes order. Chaos is usually a ball. The way when I hear the word chaos or confusion or frustration, it all feels like this. You see what I'm saying? Feel like some shit crumbling up. So that's where I get the energy from, where I feel like, you know what I mean? So when I say destruction, that's that destruction feeling. That's that smokeless fire that the jinn come from. You know what I'm saying? When the jinn were produced, they were produced from emotion. You know what I mean? And when I'm not talking about no spook shit, I'm talking about the first entities that came into existence at the 16th hour of the day. You know what I'm saying? 1 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? The knowledge hour, the hour I was supposed to be doing my shit. Anyway, so when the hour of existence come in, or that 1, it's always followed up by 0. 1, 0, 1 o'clock. You see what I'm saying? From destruction or nothing at all. Let's not say destruction, because nothing is not destruction. You feel what I'm saying? So came from chaos to order, back to chaos. You know what I'm saying? Ebb and flow, which is another hermetic principle, as above, so below. Y'all know how that goes. So when you're dealing in that science, you got to make sure you understanding the particular tools you're dealing with. Some people like to use, when they use the pinnacle, fire, air, earth, water, spirit. Yet there's a whole nother one that's earth, fire, water, wood, and metal, which is the Chinese pentagram, which actually works better to my purpose when I'm, solidifying my science and, dealing in my quantum mechanics and creating certain tools and whatnot in order to, tap into the universe and deal with the energies properly in order for me to manifest who I am as a person. When I started to deal with these signs, I was gangbanging. I was a GD. You know what I'm saying? And when I got these lessons, when I got all the shit I can't say all the shit I know, because I've been studying and still been studying, appreciate it, Mark, and still been studying. And when I got to a certain degree, psychically, let's say that, because let's all know, in the joint in prison, ain't no motherfucking trophies for nothing. Nothing. I don't give a fuck how much you've achieved in there. When you in there, you in there. There's no. So I just, I didn't take it as something to do, but it edified my spirit. It edified my soul. And at this point, I was coming from a fucked up situation in life. Like, I was homeless. I was, my mother had just passed. I was going through a lot of shit. My little brothers and sisters, depending on me a lot. And I was just a big brother who didn't grasp it right away. You know what I mean? So I had to bump my head and go to the joint. My little brother went to the joint before I did. So we just, we had to learn the lessons. And the only way we was going to learn them was through the hard way, because we hard-headed as fuck. So that's just what it is. But, so back to what I was saying. When I first got these sciences, I was in the joint. I was going through some shit, and I was going through some, my kids was in foster care at the time. So I was going through some shit like, fuck everything. You know what I mean? I don't care whether I live or die. I don't care if they let me out type shit. My mind was like, it had no stability. It always ran off. My mind caught me before I caught it. You see what I'm saying? I would be controlled by my thoughts, feelings, and emotions, rather than controlling my thoughts, feelings, and emotions themselves, which I can't say it's a hard task. Yet, it's hard to catch yourself doing this shit. Because sometimes you go off the meter before you even know that you off the fucking meter. That's why this shit is so important. To understand nothing from something back to chaos. If you don't have that balance, that order, that's what the 1 represents when it comes into existence. It represents that order, that balance. So when you're building your first tool, which, yeah, you got it up there? It's up there somewhere. This is one of my staffs. So when you're building your tools like these, this is the one. This is creation. Everything around it is nothing, is destruction. You create the chaos through this, through creation. Creation destroys and creates. You have to know yourself, which type of God you are. There's demigods. There's man, look, I ain't even come here to talk about all the type of fucking gods. But it's a whole bunch of different levels of gods. And when I say different levels of gods, I mean different level of understanding yourself. Because when you come into the knowledge of yourself, you don't want to know yourself all the way right way. Because you got to deal with the shadow self. The shadow self is like what I call the demon side. That's why I call myself Elegant the Demon God, because I conquered my demons. You know what I mean? If I ain't did shit in life, I conquered my fucking demons. And I can tell my kids, like, yeah, I was a fuck up. I was a hard head. But I got back up. I got my ass up. And I got back on my feet. And I continued to move. You know what I'm saying? That's what a God is. Good orderly direction. Guiding yourself righteously on a divine path in order to uplift those around you. This is not a popularity contest or who knows the most or none of that shit. It's about bringing the human family back to one. Back to one. That balance. Yeah, of course there's a bunch of other numbers, but every number is infinite. Every number is infinite. That's why dealing with this infinite number one, you got to understand that you're bringing that infinite number one from chaos, from nothingness, from the triple stages of darkness, which is your mind. When the atoms in your mind collide, they create light. Therefore, you manifest, or you say light be when you think. And then when you say light be when you think, you manifest something out your mouth. And when you manifest that out your mouth, it's whatever the fuck you want it to be. That's how I see. That's my understanding. There's no, you know what I'm saying, ifs, ands, and buts about it. So when you create such things with your hands, you're creating things of power. You're creating things of love. And you're creating things of destruction. You're creating things of hate. You're creating tools of war. When I was growing up, my mama used to always tell me it's the same thing, make you laugh, make you cry. See what I'm saying? And that's the same science behind dealing with these magical tools and creating. So, why else is this an important time for me to bring this shit up? NFTs, which is a non-fungible token. Yeah, I took it to another level, baby. So, an NFT can be something like this. You know? And you create your token and, you know, you sell it. See, us being all creative beings, creative entities, we need to understand that we need to get on board with this trade. Like, everybody has some type of artistic ability. Or they have the ability to sell some shit. Or they have the ability to buy shit. There's no way, shape, or form, or fashion why in the hell we should be losing. And I mean just the United States in general. You know what I mean? This shit really ill to me. Oh, I didn't even start my other stream. I done fucked around and forgot. No, y'all, give me a second. Oh, they're gonna be mad as hell. There we go. But yeah, so when you bring something out of chaos, it's dangerous. It's dangerous because it's like a baby. It's like leaving a baby in the bed by itself with a bunch of plastic bags in the bed. The baby doesn't know. When you manifest things from this planet, all things are connected. There's no interdependence. I hate when motherfuckers always trying to say we separate. Okay, cool. We not the same motherfucker, but we similar. So now we need to do some Voltron shit and manifest what the fuck we need. Why? Because you got to see it and I got to see it. And then there's going to be people after us wondering what the fuck was we doing while we was here. We just was fucking and smoking and shooting, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what are you doing with your life? So, especially guys like me personally, I can't like, not even work for a person. I got Crohn's disease, for number one. So, universe already was like, nah, nigga, ain't shit up with all that extra moving. Secondly, this is what I do. I make music and I build on the spiritual science, man. I don't be off in it too deep because, you know, once you get into the ethers, it's damn near obsession. You know what I mean? Some people get down into the sciences and it becomes a fucking, like a drug. You know what I mean? Like they can't function without it. I mean, I was functioning great before I had it. What's up, Lucas? Born Universal Truth, when I got it, I'm vibrating at the highest measures. I'm doing things that I never thought personally I would be capable of. When I came out of prison, I was depressed. My mama died and all that shit. My siblings was in the state. My kids was in the state. You know what I'm saying? Niggas was talking about they gonna kill me and all type of shit. Alchemist. Peace, Captain America. Alchemist. The science of an alchemist is one who turns base metal into gold. The true occult meaning of an alchemist is to turn bullshit to gold. All that negative energy a person feeds you or fed you, you just transform it into a fucking gas and you get the fuck on. You know what I'm saying? It's when somebody uses their tool, their weapon to harm you, there's only two things you can do. You can fight back or get the fuck on. I'm not the turn the cheek type. I'm really not. Born Universal Truth. If you can, you should. Because we're human before we're anything. We have feelings before we had, you know what I'm saying? That's what we had first. Shit, I can't even say before we had it. What? Shit. You know? We was hungry. We felt tired. The fuck? We felt. That's what human beings do. We're social creatures. So, I say that to say this. Bring that energy out of you. All that shit a motherfucker pushing in you. Manifest something. I don't give a fuck what it is. And go look up some NFTs. It was a man who made this bull called Picasso's bull. It wasn't the swaggiest thing a motherfucker done made. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't popping like that. Yeah, when he made the NFT, and then he made the actual bull to go with it, and he had that bit. It was a bunch of shit he had to go with the NFT. It came with music. It came with the and then there's been some bunch of shit going on in the music industry with NFTs. Tory Lane's been selling them. A bunch of niggas been selling them and making millions off of them. A guy sold NFT, which was a picture of a monkey NFT, for over $600,000. $600,000 on the strength of that it was gonna be some money for him. You know what I'm saying? For later, it's more like keepsakes. I feel personally in my heart, it's a way for human beings to learn how to fucking appreciate each other. Not just through this money, because motherfuckers is killing each other behind money. But a person is not going to kill you for your art that you created that they like. You ain't finna die for that. No. And then even with an NFT, bro, NFT, that shit is so, the data is so deeply embedded into the token. I haven't heard of nobody even try to tweak the motherfuckers yet to even try to, do nothing slick with it. But in the same time, it just shows you how much as a society that we're progressing. We're actually going back to the time where we're using shit like this to barter, to where we're actually not paying attention to the person's color, how they sound, how they look. We're like, oh, that shit's sweet. Put some money on that. That's coming from the land of the unseen, the place of the unseen, the triple stages of darkness. That's a whole fucking tool, my nigga. It is. Part of self. I don't even like using that word, nigga. Sometimes I do, but it's not a necessity. Anyway, bro, our children should envy our generation when we old and gray. I don't see why it's so much strife going on outside of making a fucking living. If we had finances, we'd be able to edify ourselves, we'd be able to teach ourselves, and we'd be able to raise our children properly. We wouldn't have to depend on nobody else to do it for us. Everybody can't do everything, so yeah, we'll still have to build that society. You do this, you do that, you do this, you do that. But it's just like your tools. All these things have a reason. Each one of these things has a specific operation that it's used for, a specific function. I don't use fire for grass, and I don't use metal for water. You see what I'm saying? And people still stuck in that first things first mindset. Yet there's a whole process. It's first things first and last things last. So when you're thinking about the first thing first, remember there's still going to be something at the end of that. There's still going to be something at the end of that. And then after that, because after destruction, there's creation. You see what I'm saying? So with this fucked up ass hit we just took, this coronavirus shit, you know what I'm saying? The world took it, not just this country, these people. No, we took this shit as a whole planet. I would dare say it was an alien attack. Damn near. You feel me? Because I even had that shit. I felt like I was gonna die. Like that shit felt horrible. But I beat it. I ain't taking no medication, no prescribed medication either. I took some Tylenol, some vitamin C, and some elderberry. I was straight. I'm not gonna say it like that, like I was just okay, because that shit was fucking me up. But you know what I'm saying? Anyway, that's what I was saying. That shit came from darkness to manifest out of somebody else's mind. Yeah, they created, they wanted to. Oh well, you know, it shit happens, you know. I would rather a person do something with their brain than do nothing with their brain, whether it be good or evil. It's just, I just hate to let shit go to waste. You know what I mean? Especially in mine. Whether it's good or bad, you just juice that shit, nigga. At least eat a sandwich or something. Don't be just... Anyway, so when things come from the triple stages of darkness, they're dangerous. They have to be monitored. They have to be watched. They have to be nurtured. Then they'll be able to go on their way. And that's the thing I'm thinking about this NFT shit. This shit just got popping. It just, we're like really in the second stages. Because I've been on NFTs for like 2.5 years now. You know what I'm saying? I got some NFTs in my UHive wallet. UHive do the, you know what I'm saying? NFTs there. I think they give like 10 NFTs a day. I got a lot of them bitches from fucking UHive. But anyway, this shit coming from darkness. Coming from, let's say, chaos. Because at the beginning of this COVID shit, everybody's going crazy. Police pulling over left and right. Motherfuckers can't even think. We didn't even know how much tissue we needed to buy. None of that shit. We was in a chaotic aura. But look what we done manifested out of it. I mean, the economy ain't great, but we got all these nice ass big ass checks that came back to us. I don't like back in the day. I don't see nobody that I knew from back in the day struggling hard as we was coming up, like 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. I don't see niggas struggling that hard no more. I don't see it. You know what I'm saying? So when you get into this aura where you're coming out of a state of chaos and then into a state of completion or to a good orderly direction, you got to eat properly. You got to be a civilized being. You got to deal with your fellow man as civilized individuals. Or take your dumb ass back into the dark and try it again. You know what I mean? But the way I see it, we ain't, not all of us, but we not moving back. And I want to be one of those people that be like, yeah, dog, get up on them NFTs, mess with that cryptocurrency, and keep some money in the bank. Ain't just because no ifs, ands, and what are that type of shit. Nah, not because of that. The same reason you drink water, my nigga, to take care of yourself. People forget about themselves because they have so many other priorities. I understand that. I bet I understand them probably more than a lot of motherfuckers. I'm the oldest of 8. I got 10 kids. Did 4 years in prison. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even take what type of charge I'm facing, but it's a bad motherfucker. So I know how hard it is to just be like, I gotta think about me. That shit hard, bro. That shit hard. It is. It's hard. But it's a lot harder when you feeling that pain. When you don't do for self, you suffer the consequences, and the consequences ain't never nothing good. Shit, y'all. That's about a good 30-minute bill. I ain't finna crack Adam too long. I gotta twist me up something light. Do me a meditation. I know these kids be up in a minute screaming. For what? Nothing. Because they know I'm coming. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good day, man. Peace.